Not bad. I think we're recording, so hope you guys are all doing well. Like usual, it is Sunday, July 27th, 11:47 in the AM. Heading off to Planet Fitness. So another full body session. I think it's been 2 days since the last upload has been delayed. Did not get the last upload up. So when you're seeing this, it might be a back-to-back upload. I'm not really sure, but I'm out in the boonies right now with my grandparents, and the internet is bunk. It's so bad. Can't upload jack. And so unless I like take a trip down the hill and stuff, it's really impossible to get any sort of upload done. All right, that said, trying my best here. Going off in the rain. Not the most beautiful day, but a perfect day to freaking get out lifting. And yeah, had a good amount of carbs already. Had some waffles, some rice, some eggs for breakfast. And I think I'm gonna have a few rice cakes on the road. Probably push the carb up to about 150, maybe a little bit higher. I think about 150 or so. If I do decide to have some carbs, currently sitting at about 120, 40 grams of protein, and I think fats are about 13. So good spot to be. Keeping fats relatively low right now, trying to up the carbs and stuff. Just transition into a more athletic kind of diet, heading into the start of the rugby season in about a month, which I'm not really looking forward to, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that said, full body has been going pretty well. It's definitely growing on me because it is nice to not have to go to the gym every day, especially when you have to drive 30 minutes. I'm thinking I'll probably keep it up when I get to uni. Maybe I'll go back to upper lower, I don't know. But you know, also experimenting with actually having a rest day and not always being in the gym is different. I mean, obviously when you're hitting full body, you need to rest more. You can't do that every single day. But you know, even with upper lower, I mean, I largely got my split from the training philosophy of Paul Carter. Not Paul Carter, whatever. I think Paul Carter, yeah. And he, you know, he actually advises with upper lower that you actually do like one day in between, or one day every other session, or whatever. But no, I was just doing it 7 days repeat, no days off, and I had, you know, I was fine doing that, and I actually did lower my volume a bit more to just one training set. He actually advises 2 to 3, and so, you know, I thought it would work out, and it did work out. But you know, those sessions were quick. I mean, some of those were 20-minute sessions. You know, now I'm in for an hour, but again, only every other day, and so it is different. But you know, we'll see. I'll kind of take it as it goes. I don't need to rush and think about that right now. We have a plan, and we're gonna freaking stick to it. And then yeah, after today's session, it'll be another rest day, and then you know, off to the next session after that. Nutrition is a bit more dialed in. I'm kind of easing off to eat whatever I want. Only you know, Seco sort of mentality I had for a while, so we're back to kind of, you know, macronutrients, really just getting whole foods. That's about it. Had a bit of spelled flour waffles this morning, but they were like fat-free Greek yogurt, spelled flour, bit of monk fruit sweetener, but pretty damn consistent with a whole foods mentality besides that, and so I'm pretty happy with that. And then, you know, along with the eggs and rice, like I said, I'm thinking lunch will be something similar, probably potatoes and a fish. I'm trying to get some fish in every day because of, you know, the healthy fats, really good for hormone production and all that. But fish tends to be a bit denser calorically, and so I usually like to pair it with potatoes to kind of offset that. Again, with this rule I kind of like to follow is I try to keep my meals at around, you know, a calorie per gram at the most, if not shoot for a bit higher gram weight than calories, and that way I'm full all the time, even when I'm not cutting. So, all right, that's the plan. Sticking to it. Not too much more to say, so I'm gonna cut it here. I'll see you guys inside for the post-workout lift. Still can't film while I'm lifting out, but you know, do what we can. All right, officially done with the lift for today. So the usual. Bit of a pose down here, see what's going on. Full body. Decent amount of carbs already. I think we've eaten around 140. Today maybe around 150. So we'll see if that actually is gonna show up on camera. Let's get it. feel fuller, look fuller. Ooh. Not bad. Other side. See the back's looking. Well, I gotta say, I think I'm at least feeling fuller, feeling more filled out. I mean, if only time will really give us want to try to return to fullness and all that. Because I mean, at this point, you know, again, we're easing back into it. Diet has not been a point for a while, so finally, we're really kind of locking back in. And for me, at least, it always takes a few months. Being super consistent until I'm like, damn, like I can really tell I'm locked in, smooth sailing. You know, really lifts are going well, physique's looking top notch. Every day seems better. Takes a few months to build up to that, but we'll get there. That said, you guys know the freaking drill. Thanks as always for checking in. Stay lean, stay huge, stay hungry. I'm gonna head out and do my favorite part of the day, which is freaking peruse through Walmart, find something to eat for lunch maybe, or for tomorrow, and then head back, get some grub, and then enjoy the rest of my day. So hope you guys can do the same. I'll see you all next time for another episode of Gains and Glory. Peace.